Okay, hello, this is how to do a grass sweep. What you need to do is find an area that's got some long grass in it. It doesn't have to be a full meadow, it could just be any area of long grass that you can find, and you just need to make sure that you've got permission to be on that area and to do a bit of sampling. So things you need to consider: obviously you need to do a risk assessment before you start, and you need to think about things like the pollen level and the young people that you're going to be working with. You need to think about stings and bites. You need to consider first aid kits, slips, trips, falls, and just making sure that you've got safe access and exit from the area that you're using. So, the equipment that you need a grass sweeping net, which is obviously just a frame with a white sheet on it. It doesn't have to be as fancy as this one. You can buy these online or from sort of educational suppliers, but it could just be a pillowcase from like a white pillowcase attached onto a frame. You're also going to need a magnifying glass so that the young people can get up close and see what they've got. Got a magnifying jar, which has got a magnifying lid. It's got a grid on the bottom so you can see how large the items are. Or you could use a slightly fancier one where you can actually put the animals that you find inside. Put the lid on, and there's a magnifying area there, and you can also look underneath the animals that you find. If you've got quite young children, to try and encourage them not to actually handle the mini beasts that they find, they can actually use a paintbrush to sort of guide them into whatever containers you've got to have a look at. But sometimes it's just enough to actually just look at them actually within the sweep net. Okay? So, your sweep net, find an area of long grass, try not to trample it before you actually start, and all you're literally going to do is draw a bit of a figure of 8 through the grass itself. So you're doing a figure of 8 movement backwards and forwards to see what you can find. So you would you can carefully look inside. There's already quite a lot of creatures in there. Just come a little bit closer so you can have a little look. So you can see them actually crawling around on the inside, and you can gently start to open out. Let's see, there's various insects on the inside, and obviously you've got some grass seeds, and there's various different things that the camera may or may not be picking up at the moment. Okay? And you can repeat that as many times as you want. You can count them, you can try and identify them. Some useful field studies charts. It could be a book from the library, it could be these are by the Field Studies Council, keys to actually follow through and work out what the creatures actually are. Obviously there are thousands of different kinds of spiders and earwigs and bugs and butterflies and dragonflies, and it can be quite nice to just get the children to actually record them, draw them, photograph them or sketch them. And here's an example of a way that they could record the actual creatures. So if you can work out what the species name is, write it down, or write your own description down. It's got 6 legs, it's green, it's wiggly, however you want to describe it. Draw a picture of it, and you can do a tally chart so you can see what you've got a lot of and what you've not got so many of. That's a really basic how to do a grass sweep. Have a go, let us know how you got on.